right, I see you now.
You see me?
Yes, sir. Presenting to everyone.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
You're good. You see you on the screen as well?
Yeah, I see me right there. Now, let me see. Let me try that. All right, cool. Thanks, Pastor.
Okay, God bless you, sir. We'll be watching.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this morning's training call. We're going to begin in the next 60 seconds. Make sure you get your people on the line. This is going to be a jam-packed call. Guys, you absolutely want to be on the line. We're going to start in the next 60 seconds. All right, guys, we're going to start in the next 60 seconds. For those of whom can see me, I have on my TLC jersey. I am playing this song right here. Let me turn the volume up a little bit before we start the training.
I got to keep on moving, hold me down.
Oh no!
I got to keep on moving, broken glass everywhere. It's my pride. Every time you make me wonder why you want to take a shot. Why you want to take a shot? Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no!
I got to keep on moving. All right. So guys, welcome to today's training call. For those of whom can see me, let me know. Go on to our chat and let me know that you can see me. Just say, I see you, Dr. Clay, I see you. I just want to make sure you guys can see. As you can see, I have on my Team TLC jersey right now. Just welcome to this morning's training call. What I'm going to train on this morning is our phases, our 4 phases. I'm only going to talk about 2 of those phases this morning. It's a 4-phase system with our company. It's a corporate initiative. I'm only going to talk about 2 of those, and then next week we're going to talk about the other 2. This is only going to be a 25-minute training today. Can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me? Go on What's Up and let me know if you guys can see and you guys can hear me. I'm here, yeah. Okay, all right, cool. All right, I'm getting hits right now. All right, so everyone knows, how my wife and I, how we started, start this journey of TLC, start this journey, in network marketing. We talk about it so many times, but more importantly, it's not about the story, it's about the journey. Our journey is documented, and it's all about how you go through the journey that's going to predict the end of it. The first phase of our 4 phases is called product of the product. Now, guys, products don't work. Nothing works unless you have 100% buy-in in that particular product. My wife and I, we went to, I surprised her last week with going to P. Diddy's concert, and she thought we was going to be in the nosebleed seats, but we actually was on the floor. But the revelation that I got at that concert is, as I saw Puffy just dancing around and doing his thing and all the other people doing their thing, they were selling a service, but guess what? They were happy. They were happy. They were enjoying themselves. They were in the moment. They were in the moment. They enjoyed themselves. They were in the moment. And the most, if you want to take away anything, when you're talking to someone, you got to be happy. A lot of people say, product sale, absolutely product sale. But the first product is you. You got to make sure that you're the first product. You got to make sure that no matter what's on your mind, no matter what went on throughout the day, that when you're in front of someone, you're happy, that you're smiling, that you're vibrant, that you're telling the stories, that you're talking about the products where people can actually, be able to understand, and they're smiling with you. Because, I say this all the time, people don't care what you know until they know that you care, but more importantly, you have to make people feel good. You got to make people feel good, like they're on the journey with you, like there's a value to what you're saying. So that's the great thing about that. So the first phase is product of the product. Okay, product of the product. Now, when you begin your journey in total life change, you want to make sure that you use the products. You want to make sure that you're a customer of the products. You want to make sure that you have your own testimony, your own story. My testimony with the tea is the first week that I drank the tea, I lost 7 pounds. The second week, I lost 5 pounds. But see, the great thing about that is I didn't curb my appetite, and I still lost the pounds. That's my testimony. That's my story. Now, the only reason why I'm able to have the story is because, first, I tried the products. Second, is after trying the products and being a product of the product, I was able to tell my story effectively, But in order for you to do that, you must have the products on hand, So you wanna when you first begin this journey of total life changes, you wanna get on a proper auto ship. You wanna make your personal orders. I like to say personal orders because guess what? You wanna be able to do 3 things. You wanna be able to sow into people, because that's a biblical principle. You wanna be able to share this opportunity with people, okay? Give you a quick little story. I have my wife's picture all the time when I'm talking to people, right? I have my wife's picture. I have her before and I have her after, right? I have her before and I have her after, right? This is her right here in the middle, right? And as I'm telling that story about her, I'm also talking about myself, about my stories. And then I'm sharing the product with that individual. But guys, guess what? You have to have enough products on your personal order in order to be able to share products, in order to be able to sow products into individuals. Now, the second thing is you want to be able to retail your products, right? You want to be able to get that influx of income coming back into your household. So you need enough products in order to retail. Now, lastly is consume. That's just what we talked about. You want to be able to consume your products. Now, the great thing about consuming is this, you know, that's where your profit comes in, because if you don't believe it in your gut, if you don't believe it in your heart, then guys, guess what? You're spending your meals. Now, the only way in order to have that belief system is to consume your products. So, you know, you want to be a product of the product, and you want to get on a personal order, which is your auto ship, you know, of $120, at least $120. My wife and I, we do over $300 just on auto ship, because we know that we're going to come across people that we're going to sow into, and we continue to consume the products and also retail the products. So you want to make sure that first you're a product of the product, and you get on a personal order, you know, in order to be successful in this business. You want to have a viable, successful business, you must get on the right auto ship. Okay, so the second thing, guys, now the second thing is, okay, and I want to put a pin before I get into the second phase. You also, when you first say yes to this opportunity, you want to stage, you want to set up, you want to get with the person that enrolled you into the business. Why? Because that person that enrolled you into the business, you guys are like this, right? Right? This person's hooked on to you, because that person's success is your success. So you want to make sure that you set up their first opportunity party within 72 hours. Okay, that's very vital. Okay, so when you first say yes to this opportunity, of course, being product of the product, of course, getting set up on the right auto ship of $120. But then you want to get your calendar out, and you want to set up, you know, that opportunity party for them. Okay, and you must do it within 72 hours. Why? Because 72 hours, what is that, guys? We're talking about 3 days, you know, to go into your phone right here. You know, this phone, this is where all the money is right here. This is where your monetary growth is right here. Your monetary potential is right here in this phone. I know in my phone, I have thousands and thousands of people, contacts. I don't know how many people you have in your phone, but what you want to do is you want to position yourself for maximizing your potential. And the only way in order to do that is by using your resources to set up your party within 72 hours of saying yes. Set up your party. And then once you set up your party, guys, guess what? It's time to really talk about your stories of how these products have really changed your life. But guys, guess what? If it hadn't changed your life yet, the person that directly enrolled you into the business, and then that person that directly enrolled them into the business, guess what? They're going to make sure that their stories are going to sell the people that you brought, you know, to the party. That is the thing, because your success is tied to mine. I want to make sure that you're successful, and that's a great biblical principle, you know, of our company, of Total Life Changes, is I won't be successful. My beautiful wife, we won't be successful unless you're successful first. Now, the second phase is building a list. Now, I hope everyone had pen and paper as I'm talking. You know, have a pen and paper. Now, the second one is building the list. Now, this phase, you see my wife right here. Look at her. She's right at the door. You probably can't see her, but the second phase is building a list. Okay. Now, the reason why this is so pivotal, the reason why this is so important, because you know, I don't know if you guys are business owners, you know, but when you're starting a business, you have to have a proposal. You have to have everything in black and white at the very front. You can't say, well, I'm going to become a business owner and I'm going to start my business. Okay, let's go. No, it doesn't work like that. You must jot down, you know, the things and, you know, the things that you want to see in your business in order to have that plan work. Now, that's what this is, guys. When we say, you know, for the phase 2, when we say build a list, that's your plan. That's your infrastructure. You know, that's your business plan right there, building a list. Now, again, I'm going to say this again. This right here, excuse me, this right here, this is your infrastructure. You want to be able to build a list, you know, of 100 people, you know, 100 people at least, 50 customers and 50 potential business partners. Again, 50 customers and 50 potential business partners. Now, that's 100 individuals. Now, for some of you on the line, you say, man, 100 people, I know 300-400 people. Well, let's just start off with 100 people. Now, when you write that list, I really want you to write this down. When you write that list, you want to categorize this list into 3 parts, okay? Now, the first part of your list is your warm, okay? That's the people that you know. That's the people that you love. That's your mother, that's your father, that's your sister, that's your brother. You know, that's your friends. That's the people that know you the best. You know, that's your warm list. Those people that are in constant contact with you. You want to contact those people. Put them on your warm list. Okay. Now, the second part, because again, there's 3 categories on your building your list. So your warm list. Your second phase of your building your list is called your cold market. Okay. Now, again, cold market is people that, you know, that you see in your Starbucks, when you go to Burger King, McDonald's, that you're walking around with your TLC paraphernalia, and, you know, or your shirts, or you're drinking your tea, or you're going to the gym and you're working out and you have your tea, you're drinking your tea, or you may even have your admin shirt on, or your garment on. You know, that's your cold market people that you're attracting. This is called, really, I call it your attraction, you know, market. That's your cold market people. Okay. So your last category is considered, you know, your chill market. Your chill market. Now your chill market is this. These are the people that you know, but you haven't talked to in a while. Now, case in point, you know, I went to college, and some of my college buddies, you know, we were good friends in college, but I haven't talked to them in about 10 years or 11 years. You know, that's your chill market. Those are people that know you, but you've kind of lost contact with those individuals, you know, over a span of time. And when you see them again, of course, you pick back up where you left off. But again, that's your chill market, because they don't know what's been in that gap. They may have seen you 10 years, but they don't know what's been in that 10 years to the time that you've seen them again. So that's considered your chill market. Now, again, we have your warm, your cold, and your chill. Okay. Now, again, when you're building your list, everything is intentional. Okay. So as you're writing your names down in those 3 categories, what you want to make sure is, just like any business, you know, if anyone has been a telemarketer or did any cold calling or anything such, every time that they make a call, they always notate what the last thing that person has said, or if they talk to them or left a voicemail, they put a date and a time. Guys, guess what? That's what you want to do. This is a business. It's not a hobby. You know, this is a business. You want to make sure that when you talk to people, that it's intentional, that you notate what you said to them, that you notate the time, that you notate the date, you notate if you actually left a voicemail message, or if you're talking to them, you want to notate the gist of what that conversation is, right? Because guess what? Have you ever went to the supermarket or went to the bank? And case in point, this funny story. I went to Bank of America, and I walked in with some Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? Some KFC. And the reason why I walked in, because it was just so good, I just couldn't put it back I just couldn't leave it in the car. So I'm in the bank, not eating the Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I had the bag because I was still trying to wipe my hands and such. So the teller said something like, wow, I'm hungry. This is lunchtime. Wow, where'd you go get that at? And I told her where I went to go get it. And it was a week before I went back to the bank. She remembered about the KFC and said, oh, you don't have the KFC with you today. Guys, guess what? When people do that, when people remember the last conversation that you've had, they feel like they're important. They feel like they of a value. So guess what? They service with you and they go back to you, and they're more keen to do business with you because you made them feel like they are valued. So that's the reason why the last thing that you say to them, or the last thing they say to you in the conversation, you jot it down. Because when you pick back up with them, you want to make sure, right? You want to make sure that you say, remember the kind, how did that go with your son, or how did that go with your daughter, or did you ever go on that trip, the last time we spoke? Guys, guess what? Now you've just made their day. And it's that much easier for you to close the deal. If you remember anything out of these two phases, because again, this is only going to be a 25-minute call. If you remember anything about these phases that I just spoke about, we're in the people business, okay? We're in the people business. Everything, so if we're in the people business, you want to make sure that you relate to people. You want to make sure that people can relate to you. You want to make sure that people know that you care about them. You want to make sure that, you're not just a robot trying to sell product or trying to tell a story. No, people want to know that you actually care about them, that you care about their families. They want to know that, okay, man, Dr. Clay knows what's going on with me, and he's trying to help me out. Well, not trying, because trying is the intent to fail. He's helping me out. He cares about me. Dr. Helen, she cares about me. Guys, that's what it's all about. It's about people knowing that you care about their families, that you care about their households, that you're helping them to get to the next level. That's what this is all about. That's what network marketing is. It's people helping people, families helping families. Products, I love the product. But guys, guess what? You can't get to any sales. You can't get to any money without the people. So you want to make sure that you take care of the people. You want to make sure that any person that comes across you, any friend, any family, any foe even, that you take care of them, that you handle them like precious cargo, that you handle them with the care that you feel like you deserve, and I say it best, each person that I come across, I treat them as if they're a family member. I've never met a person that I can't call a friend. And that's the way you need to conduct your business, because people watch you. People watch you when you think that they're not watching you. People watch you. They see what you do. They study your movements. They study your non-movements. And guys, guess what? You want to be that person that's known as a person that's a helper, that's a server. Take yourself out of it, serve the masses, because then the masses will serve you, right? That's a biblical principle. That's a principle that Zig Ziglar says best. If you help enough people get to where they want to get to, you will get to that place much faster, much faster. So guys, thank you so much. Now, I want to do something different. Because I have a lot of people on the call, and it is 9:27. I have 3 minutes, and really we start the call at 9:02. So I want to take one question from what I just talked about. I want to take one question from what I just talked about, the two phases. Keep your question to either being a product of the product or building your list. Those are only 2 questions that I'm going to take. I want to take at least 1 question, this morning. So if you have any questions, go to our WhatsApp. Go to our WhatsApp 365 Success Team. Go to our WhatsApp and state your question. Or what you can do is you can text me personally, your question, and I can answer your question. If no one has any questions, then guess what? We're going to conclude this call. But before we conclude this call, guys, I really want to say, or on our, because we have our Jamaica, our Bahamas team on the line as well. We have our team Bahamas, on the line, and I just want to first say thank you to Pastor Johnson for help setting this up. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, for helping the team and setting this Google Hangout up. So I appreciate you a lot for doing that. But guys, no one has any questions, so I want to end by saying you guys have a prosperous, peaceful, restful, productive, successful day. Go out there and share the plan. Go out there and make someone's day. Go out there and talk about how this company has changed your life. How give them a sense of hope, because that's what we do, guys, here in Total Life Changes. We give people hope. We give them an opportunity to look and see what the future may bring to them when and if they say yes to this company, a Total Life Changes. So guys, thank you so much for your time again. My name is Dr. Edward Clay, and it's been a real pleasure to see you guys. And it's been a pleasure, guys. So thank you so much. Y'all have an awesome day.